Hello, welcome back to the Traveling Marketer. We are finally traveling again. Our last trip was back in January 2021. Yeah, January 2021 when we went to Orange and Mudgee, and I will make sure to link it up above and below as well so you can check it out.
Staring out the window, reaching for a North Star, waiting just to wake up.
Smile.
From this nightmare where you could be right back in my arms, dancing to the
This is my first overseas trip since Feb 2020. Wade's first since August 2019. Can you believe it? So I'm gonna warn you, I might get a bit emotional. We are attending a wedding in Phuket, and we will show you a blow-by-blow account of everything that you need to fly to Phuket. So let's go. There are 3 ways to get into Phuket right now: the test and go, the blue zone sandbox, and the alternative quarantine. Wade and I, hi Wade, are entering via the new test and go scheme, which was reinstated on the 1st of February. This video is so you can experience almost firsthand how it is like to fly into Phuket right now. First, we need a negative RT-PCR test, and that's where we're heading to right now. You need this at least 72 hours prior your flight. And note that that is the requirement for Thailand, but depending on your airline, they could request for less than this. Some airports in Australia have the express RT-PCR test, which is really handy. We're at the Sydney airport right now. I believe they have it in Sydney, Tullamarine, Melbourne, and also in the Brisbane airport. It costs 79 Australian dollars, and it is right outside of the departure of the international flight. The departure area of the international airport. So what you will need is a book flight. So this express testing is only available for those traveling internationally. You can have it done within 24 hours of your flight. You can do as early as, you can even do it on the day. Like they do it 3 to 4 hours.
5 hours. You need to get there 5 hours before your flight.
Yeah, 5 hours before your flight.
At least.
So, but we didn't want to do that because we wanted to be prepared because Wade caught COVID.
And we fly in the morning and they only open at 6.
Well, there is that. All right, we're done. Okay, so we did the 24-hour one just because in case Wade tests positive, we can get a medical certificate to prove that he has recovered from it. And the other reason why it's good to do that is that it's coughing. It's a weird test, you guys. You can never get used to it. It's only my 2nd time. The good thing about doing it this close to your flight is that you minimize your chance of catching it, because in Phuket, Thailand, they also require to test you once you arrive.
stuck here in the middle. You tell me that it's simple, but I could paint 1,000 different pictures of what is wrong.
We're at Sydney Airport, and the second fail. First fail is I left my bracelet. But you know, it's just a bracelet, not the end of the world. It's not like I left my passport. We got here, and then we were told that we are too early and can't check in yet. I'm like, oh, we were told get there 4 hours. And it's because we are connecting via Melbourne. And we actually got to collect our luggage in Melbourne and check in again. I thought, you know, sometimes when it's a collecting flight, you check in and that's it all the way. So like, oh, all right, we got like almost 2 hours to go. So guess what? My darling husband is heading home to get my bracelet and come back because we're actually pretty close. Oh my God, and now what am I gonna do here for 2 hours? Edit videos. See yous. I will be honest with you guys, I do not recommend traveling overseas right now, especially if you are not prepared to go through all the paperwork and the possibility of things changing last minute. To be fair though, it also depends on the destination that you are going to. We are going to Phuket for a wedding, and Thailand has quite a bit of a complex requirements to get in. We booked our flights in December when it was still the old test and go. However, they did change it now, wherein you are required to get tested again on your 5th day. And we didn't want to risk missing the wedding, because in the original flight, we would have had the 5th day before the wedding. So if we do test positive, then we're just going to miss our wedding. So there wasn't a choice. But Jetstar actually rebooked our flight anyways, but we didn't like when they rebooked it. So we picked a new dates and had to pay for the change fee. We made sure that we booked the flight where we can change it. 100% recommend that. But now, instead of a direct flight from Sydney to Phuket, they change our flights with a connecting flight to Melbourne to and from, which is really annoying, but I suppose they probably didn't have enough people flying in directly from Sydney.
Camel through the needle, everyday people are just 1,000 versions of who they were. So love me like
In Melbourne, we have a 3-hour layover here, and we had to collect our bag and check in again. It was very close to walk from the domestic terminal to the international terminal, and it's so empty, you guys. I mean, obviously there are people here, but still not, I suppose, not as many people are traveling, because it's still obviously such a pain. Then without the international tourist as well, I wouldn't say it goes down, but a little bit.
equal. 'Cause if there is no sequel, I'd rather live in peaceful understanding that we believed our every single word. Turn the clocks back a couple times.
We're on a big plane. We're on a big plane. I can't believe it. Can you believe it? Yeah. All right. This is actually my first time vlogging on a plane as well. Masks are required, and you better keep it on because you don't want to test positive upon arrival, which they will do. And then also, I like an aisle seat because I pee a lot. So poor Wade is stuck in the middle. Sorry, Baba. All right, Wade's reading a book, but we need to tell them what documents were required upon check-in here in Melbourne, because this is the international flight. So they required a printout. It has to be a printout of your Thai pass, your international vaccine certificate, and what was the last one? The negative RT-PCR result that you took in your home country. So make sure you print those. We printed 2 copies each, but they returned it anyway. So to be safe, maybe just print 2 as well. Once we land in Phuket, we'll show you exactly what they require in there.
We should throw them out, because time ain't ours. Oh, burn these blocks down a couple miles. We could build them up until the sky was as old. I lived 100 years of solitude with you, and never questioned what gives.
We're in a foreign land, ladies and gentlemen. Can you believe it?
They've got stronger accents. That's about it so far.
We're just waiting for our bag, and then just after you hop on the plane, they'll make you queue up and collect your. So you need the printout of your Thai pass. Same thing that they collected in Australia, minus the vaccine certificate. So they just need your arrival pass, Thai pass, and your negative PCR test result. And it has to be printed, but if you don't have it printed, they also have a printer upstairs. And then you collect your baggage here. And then once that's done, it's going to be the PCR test again, and we'll see you there. All right, queuing up for RT-PCR test. We've got our booking. What's that? The prepaid for today upon arrival. And also day 5. Are you excited, Wade? We're manifesting a negative result. PCR test collected. They only did one nostril for me. How about for you, Bart?
Both of mine, zero mercy.
She was nice. She was like doing it soft, but I was like waiting. I had my eyes shut and I was waiting. I'm talking to Wade, and I was waiting for the next one, and I know it's done. So, but anyway, we're waiting for
All
our.
I got was a
Waiting for our van, and this is our QR code.
And then-
We wait for our results. We're now waiting for our SHA Plus ride. So the hotel transfer should be SHA Plus as well. You can arrange that with your hotel. So it's very hot. Took my cardigan off. It's not so bad. not so bad so far. Just fingers crossed that is a negative result. We are here. We're staying at the 4 Points by Sheraton at Patong Beach. This is where we're going to wait for our PCR test result. Please pray for us that we test negative. Say hi to Wade. And we've also ordered food ahead of time because we knew we're getting late and hungry. I'm very hungry right now. So Wade, so white, ordered a club sandwich. That's his food. I've got mango sticky rice and I don't know what this one is, but they're already here, so it's perfect. If you can time your arrival same time as ours, where it's nighttime, I think it's really good because that way, whilst you wait for your result, you can just sleep and hopefully we wake up tomorrow and we can go out and about. So let me wrap it up for you on what exactly you need to fly into Phuket. First thing, you need a negative PCR test from your home country or your home city. You'll need that on your flight. And you'll need printed documents like your Thai pass, your international vaccine certificate, and your negative result. Yes, they all need to be printed. And then on the plane, mask at all times. I didn't like that, but hey, that's how it goes. And then once you arrive in Phuket, you will just queue up. They'll need a printout of your Thai pass again, your negative result. No, they no longer need your international vac certificate. And then your arrival pass. And then once you get to immigration, you head to the PCR test place. But there are 2 stops there. The first stop is where you show your booking. So you would have, once you book that, I will link all the info below. You would have printed that as well. And then you finally get your test. And then the QR code that I showed you earlier. And then you wait. They say it's between 6 to 24 hours, but most of our friends got it between 6 to 11. So we'll see. That is it, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. We'd really appreciate it. Stay tuned for more Phuket adventure. Bye.